Hey guys, my name's Brendan Maslin. I'm the General Sales Manager here at Parkway Nissan in Hamilton, Ontario. Today, we're going to be reviewing with you the 2023 Nissan Rogue SL. Let's get right into it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, click the link at the top of the description for your YouTube only incentive. First, we're going to start off here with the front end of the vehicle. The front end here of this Nissan Rogue, I love what they've done with this new generation of Nissan Rogue, where we have the turn signal LED at the very top here with the headlight below, all LED, and everything built into this particular housing. Nissan has stuck with this for a few years now, and I love what they've done with it. It has a V-motion grille and the now infamous white lettered embroidered Nissan badging they've done across the brand on multiple different models. This Nissan Rogue SL is equipped with frontal collision avoidance, emergency front braking built into it that comes on the factory spec, and a front nose camera. So when you make those trips to Costco or the busy parking lots on weekends, we've all been there, this is going to help distinguish exactly where the front end of that vehicle is, so you don't run into an issue in a small accidental rear ending of somebody else and destroying that gorgeous front end of your car. Looking at the side here of the vehicle, Nissan over the past few years has added this black cladding to all of its makes and models. And the reason for that is cars previously, that if this were painted, would get scuffed, damaged from small and or big things, in most cases accidentally. So they've gone to this because it's a much more durable material and won't show the wear and tear like paint would. The wheels that come specifically on the SL here are 19-inch. And I love what the manufacturer's done over the past few years, gotten away from just a simple brushed aluminum one color look, and they've added in a bit of a gunmetallic flare with some nice sparkle to really make those rims pop. As we go down the side of the vehicle here, Nissan has on the specific SL trim here, on SL and Platinum, the Nissan's around view camera system. So you have a bird's eye view of the front of the car, you have one on the side of the vehicle, so it helps with knowing exactly where those curbs and limits are. And then you also have the turn signal indicator where it's going to help that person driving beside you on the highway. As we move along here, Nissan has used this for a number of years, still to this day, with their famous Nissan's intelligent key system, where it offers a bit of functionality to that, where you can, on approach or departure, the car will unlock or lock itself, or by the simple touch of just the button itself, you can open the door, and same thing on exit, push the button and it'll also lock that vehicle for you. As we look a little bit down below, they've added a bit of that chrome down to the very bottom here, just to tie in with the chrome they have sitting up top. Tinted windows come on SL model. It's a feature that comes with it. But the thing that I most love, and let me know what you think in the comments section down below, is they've built the roof racks right into the actual roof of the car. I know a lot of manufacturers still to this day have a roof rack where there's a good inch or two sitting in between, and a lot of complaints come from that for wind noise and for anybody sitting in the rear of the vehicle. It makes it quite a bit of a distraction for passengers inside for your cabin. This here helps with that, and it also just ties in that more sleek finish to the top of the vehicle and tying in those chrome accents throughout. Guys, here we are at the back of the 2023 Nissan Rogue, and I just want to talk a little bit about what the designers did with this vehicle. They've given it some nice hips that flare out from the rear of the vehicle with a nice tie-in of the LED rear taillights, and I love how they've added in the badging on the rear. Nissan's done this on a few vehicles like our Titan, Nissan Rogue, Nissan Pathfinder, Nissan Armada, and it just gives a very bold statement to anyone that's behind the vehicle to know exactly what's sitting in front of them. Looking at the vehicle here, we have our rear emergency braking sensors. It comes with your rear camera, which ties into the around view camera again on this particular vehicle. And again, that lovely white embroidered Nissan logo. Hard to mistake that you're driving a Nissan Rogue in this case. Let's get into the back of the vehicle. Great feature that comes on Nissan is for those people that might live in a condo or underground parking, if that's where you possibly live and or work, you may have to work with ceiling heights that don't allow this to open to its full capability. So with Nissan Rogue, the engineers allowed it to go to a much higher height, and you can set whatever height that you need. Myself, I'm about 6'1", and I need a little bit more clearance and headroom, and I typically won't be parking underground. This particular vehicle now allows me to have good clearance, whereas some vehicles in this segment, you'd have a harder time standing underneath the tailgate without hitting your head or injuring yourself. As we get into it here, there's quite a few different things that you can do with the rear of this car. Right now, the vehicle does offer a near folding flat floor, but I'll just point out a few things. So we have the tonneau cover that comes with the vehicle, fully removable as well. And inside, we now have a flat floor. That floor at times, if you have things like watermelons or objects in the rear, soccer balls, anything that is going to potentially roll around and get damaged as you're driving, there is an option where you can actually contain some of those belongings that are sitting in the cargo area of the vehicle. The floor sits up, it's designed to do this, and it gives the functionality when you most need it, and you can adjust to different levels. So that's a good look at the rear of the vehicle. Let's hop inside now and check out what the interior is about. The first thing I want to talk about when you first get in this Nissan Rogue is the comfort and functionality. Nissan still to this day has Nissan NASA-inspired zero-gravity seating in the driver and passenger front seats of this vehicle. What does that mean? That helps with blood circulation and help to reduce fatigue over those longer drives. Inside, I just want to talk a little bit about the fit and finish. So Nissan has some nice hard plastics that'll help with durability. They have some beautiful soft touches on the armrest and for those that are going to get into those longer drives. And then it has a gorgeous stainless steel finish on the door panel that offers the driver and multiple drivers memory seats, power windows, foldable mirrors, and lockout feature as well for those passengers in the rear. If we look at the actual driver's perspective, we're met with a large digital screen that offers a ton of clarity. A lot of manufacturers still to this day in 2025, their vehicles don't offer a lot of that clarity, and you're looking at screens trying to figure out and get the information that you want back to you. This vehicle offers simplicity at its best with pure clarity. If we look inside here, this Nissan Rogue has automatic headlights that are LED on this particular spec. All of your remote controls right from the ease of your two palms, Pro Pilot Assist, and all of your Bluetooth functionality down below. It does come with heated seats, a heated steering wheel, which also offers you a remote start for those cold winter days, and a gorgeous heads-up display screen in the middle of the dash here that offers you Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and much, much more. Down below here, we have your push button start with USB and USB-C functionality. It does offer for those that don't want to have the wires sticking out. You have your wireless connectivity charger down below. Some massive cup holders for your Stanley and Yeti fans. I love what Nissan has done over the past few years with their shifters. The shifter is very easy to use and seamless when you want to put it into either reverse or into drive. And with this new electric system that they're doing, it frees up a lot of space so the engineers can create more storage. If you look down below the vehicle in the center console here, it offers a substantial amount of space that you could put your purse, wallet, iPad, phone, or any belongings you may have that otherwise just wouldn't fit. It has a dual panel moonroof. This is a great feature for Nissan. A lot of manufacturers still to this day have a single style one pane moonroof. I think it's a great thing that Nissan offers this in many of their vehicles, where it offers a few different options where it can go from front all the way to the rear, and it just creates a whole different ambiance for the passenger sitting in the back. Not to mention, you get a little bit of extra that vitamin D. Let's hop into the back of the car just so I can show you how much space is in the rear of this vehicle. So sitting in the back seat of this car, I think for anybody that's sitting in the rear of this vehicle would be thankful for the amount of space that it has for legroom, headroom, and for the fact that for those longer drives that need ample back support, the rear seats do ever so slightly recline, just taking some of that pressure off. A beautiful center armrest with large cup holders, a blind for the rear passengers if they don't want that light coming through, or if there's children sitting in the rear of the vehicle. Handles for getting in and out of the vehicle, mood lighting for the rear, and down below here, and a lot of features that some vehicles in this segment don't offer, and that is functionality to control the indoor temperature, along with heated seats, USB and USB-C. Something great where when you have passengers in the rear of the vehicle, they're not fighting over cords from the front to the back. With ease, we can simply have a phone or iPad in the back and plug it in right to the back, not necessarily interrupting the people that are up front. I love the feel of this vehicle in the rear, and I'd love for you to check this vehicle out. The heart and soul of this bad boy is a 1.5 3-cylinder turbo. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. We're in a segment where some manufacturers have gone to hybrid, some still using a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, and then we have Nissan using a 3-cylinder 1.5. We believe that the technology in this particular car offers the consumer an insane amount of horsepower considering the size of the engine as a 1.5, offering the customer 201 horsepower and generating very similar torque. And that's very comparable for vehicles that are either 4 cylinders or offer bigger engines. Again, let us know down below what your thoughts are with that. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Brendan Maslin here, General Sales Manager at Parkway Nissan of Hamilton. I just want to thank you again for checking out our video. If you can remember just to like and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. If there's a particular new or pre-owned vehicle, we'd love to help you out. Check us out on our website. The link is down below in the description. Check us out on our next featured video. Come and get it.